this story from an acquaintance of mine, an older brother figure. His name is Daniel Harris. Originally from Florida, now working in Texas. One day while talking about strange real-life incidents, he said, "Ryan, there's something that happened in my life, something I could never forget. No matter how hard I tried, it's not just scary, even now. Thinking about it sends chills down my spine." He stayed silent for a while, then slowly began. I became curious and asked him to tell me everything. The year was 2009. In a quiet residential apartment in South Florida, a new family moved in. The head of the family was David, his wife Megan, David's mother Grace, and their two children, a young boy, Ryan, and a beautiful little girl, Ruby. Ruby was about 5. Sweet face, bright eyes, she looked like a doll herself. Everyone in the building couldn't help but notice her. Daniel said, "I had 2 sons, Adam and Noah. I always wished for a daughter, but it never happened. So when I saw Ruby, both my wife Rachel and I instantly grew attached to her. Rachel quickly became close to Ruby, and Ruby, like all children, recognized genuine affection. But from the beginning, something felt off. Whenever David's family went outside, people stared at them strangely, as if they knew something, as if they whispered about them. Rachel ignored it at first. She thought new family, natural curiosity. Over time, she became friends with Megan. But Megan had a strange side. She always avoided talking about family matters, and whenever Ruby came up, she changed the topic quickly. Even more disturbing, she didn't treat Ruby like a normal mother would. She was affectionate toward Ryan, but distant, sometimes even irritated with Ruby. Still, no one understood the truth yet. Within a month, Daniel got a job offer and moved to Texas. Life became busy. Rachel would call occasionally. She often talked about Ruby. "She's very sweet, but there's something strange about her." A year passed. Then one evening, Daniel's phone rang. It was Rachel, but her voice, it wasn't the Rachel he knew. She was trembling, crying. "Come back, please, come back quickly. There's been a murder right in front of me. I'm scared." Daniel panicked. "What happened? Who was killed?" Rachel whispered. The doll killed them. I saw it." Then the call disconnected. Daniel rushed back. The building was filled with police. Everyone looked terrified. Rachel was in shock. Red eyes, pale face, completely broken. The strangest part, the room where the murder happened was locked from inside. No one entered from outside. Inside were only David and Megan, and their deaths were beyond explanation. Rachel told everything about a doll, an unseen force, but the police didn't believe her. They suggested she see a psychiatrist. Daniel realized this wasn't the time to question her. Relatives lived far away, so Ruby and Ryan were temporarily taken in by Daniel and Rachel. Ruby remained silent. Ryan, too young to understand, cried often. Rachel was still terrified. Daniel waited before asking anything, but police found no clues. They eventually closed it as domestic violence, as if no one wanted to face the truth. One evening, Daniel gently asked Rachel to explain everything. She stayed quiet, then slowly said, "It all started with a doll. One afternoon, Ruby handed Rachel a doll. Aunt Rachel, look, my new doll. Mommy gave it to me. It was beautiful. Pale face, red dress, almost lifelike. But when Rachel held it, her heart skipped. It didn't feel cold, it felt alive. Then she noticed the eyes. They blinked, very slightly. Rachel froze. Then Ruby spoke. "Don't you like my doll?" Her voice sounded different, and for a moment, her face showed anger, a strange smile. Then she returned to normal. The next day, Grace revealed the truth. Ruby is not Megan's daughter. She was David's daughter from his first wife, Chloe. 3.5 years ago, on Ruby's birthday, Chloe fell off a cliff and died. Her body was never found. Ruby saw everything. Since then, she changed. And the doll? Chloe had gifted it to her, Grace said. One night, she woke to whispering. Ruby was sitting on the floor, talking to the doll. But the doll was replying, "I'm here, always with you." Grace screamed and fainted. Ruby became aggressive, violent at school. One day, she almost dropped baby Ryan, then sang a disturbing lullaby. Megan got angry and tore the doll apart. They thought it was over. They were wrong. One night, everyone woke up screaming. The doll was back, glowing red eyes, running across the balcony. Then it spoke. "Didn't recognize me. You didn't recognize me the day I died either." David froze. Megan shouted angrily. Then David yelled, "Don't touch Ruby. She's my daughter." Silence. Everything became clear. A priest was called. The doll was locked in a wooden box, sealed. But he said, "I've restrained it, but I don't know what it is." One day, Rachel was alone in the elevator. Then she heard, "Don't be afraid, I won't hurt you." The doll stood behind her. "I'll leave Ruby and Ryan with you." Then it disappeared. Grace later fell from the stairs, lost her sanity. The house grew darker. 18. The presence returns after Ruby moved in. Strange things happened. Doors opening, footsteps, cold air. Then, that night, chaos, objects flying. Megan lifted by an invisible force, thrown onto broken glass, dead. David screamed. Glass pierced his body. Then, the doll spoke. "I am Chloe." Chloe revealed her death wasn't an accident. David was involved. Maybe Megan too. She returned for her daughter and revenge. Police closed the case. Daniel and Rachel adopted the children. They thought it was over. 6 months later, Ruby spoke again. "Can you take me outside?" Normal voice. Innocent. Years later, everything seemed normal. But one day, someone harassed Ruby. Rachel felt fear again, because she knew some shadows never leave. Some curses never end. Some revenge doesn't stop even after death. And maybe that doll was never truly gone. If you enjoyed this scary story, make sure to subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for more. Let me know in the comments how you felt about this story. Don't forget to like the video and share with your friends who love horror stories. Thank you for watching. Stay safe.